Yes, I am back. No, this is not clickbait. I tried being a software engineer for 2 years and decided that I didn't want to dedicate 8 hours of my day to something that I wasn't fully invested in. I started off at the company being really motivated towards their mission, but as time went on and leadership got swapped out, they started treating me like some sort of an asset to them. Not as a collaborator, but more of a pawn to move around. I started looking for new jobs about a year and a half in. There's one thing about software engineering, it's difficult to find a job as a software engineer, especially as a junior engineer, especially if you don't have like an amazing resume or you have some amazing projects that you've made. So I was job searching for a good 3 or 4 months until it got to a point that I could not continue. And I know that my problems are not nearly as bad as other people's problems. I'm living in a first world country. I'm complaining about things that I could just deal with. You know, if I'm making a decent paycheck, just deal with it. But I just didn't want that. I didn't want to feel like I was a rat in some game. The new management of this company made me feel like that. And I'm sure there are companies that don't make you feel like that. I'm sure there's a lot of companies out there that make you feel valued and you're excited to come back to work and you're excited to share yourself creatively. But this place that I used to work at, it was not like that. It started off in a place where I was comfy and I was excited for the mission that we had. And my coworkers were super cool too. But as time went on, people just started realizing that they're just being moved around like pawns. The retention rate of this company started plummeting. A lot of people started quitting the company, and it's for this very obvious reason that they're not being treated like people. So I figured I could tough it out and just be like, you know what, I'm just gonna look for another job. There's too many things that I'm tied to. We have this house now. And thank God I don't have car payments, but if I had car payments, I would probably not have done this jump. But yeah, once I was sat down by my manager and given a poor performance review, without notice, you know, without telling me ahead of time, I was just like, okay, I get it. Like, I know I don't give 100% of myself, sure, I give 80% of myself, because the other 20% I'm using to recharge my batteries and stay human and not burn myself out on this job. But I don't think I was a bad worker. We had a small team of developers, and a lot of them worked on the front end, and a lot of them worked on the back end. I guess I've been there long enough that I worked in both. So a lot of the times I was kind of keeping our team together by saying, hey, you know, this back end is actually connected to this part of the front end. This is what you should be looking for, etc., etc. I knew I was valuable to the company, and my manager was even telling me that I'm doing a good job. But when it came to performance reviews, it's just like I was thrown a curveball. And I started thinking in my brain, well, maybe it's because of management. Maybe management is telling my boss that the company overall needs to do better, and production needs to increase, and people need to work harder. So ultimately that trickles down to me. People who are actually doing a decent job. Because you guys know me, like when I commit to something, I go full in. I knew I was doing that at this company. Anyways, I feel like that was getting a little personal. So I quit. I put in my 2 weeks notice and I said I'm done. And I figured I had enough emergency funds that I can get through a couple months of searching for another job. But a couple weeks pass and I start releasing music again. I start doing YouTube videos again and hearing feedback that makes me feel like I'm valued, you know? So anyways, that was a bit of a rant, but long story short, I basically quit my job. And I quit because I felt like I was being treated like a pawn. Because initially it was okay, but then as time went on and management changed, it turned to not being okay. And I had to stand up for myself. And right now, I don't know if I'm going to return to it anytime soon. I think that what I had with YouTube was working pretty well. And I just got so busy with life that I was like, you know what? I'm just going to leave behind this very good relationship that I have with people, this relationship that I have with you guys, the audience, and decide to work at a job that has a decent paycheck. But yeah, if I could be honest, it's just, I could not continue that. So I would like to announce that I am no longer putting 8 hours a day into a company that I don't fully support and I'm not super motivated for. I'm not putting 8 hours a day into that. And instead, I'm putting those 8 hours into this channel. You guys will hopefully see some better uploads, better quality uploads, more personal content, and more frequent uploads. I do want things to shift with this channel, but I do want you guys to know that this channel is my main focus again. This time, I'm putting 100% of my energy and my effort into this channel, which is a leap of faith. It's kind of terrifying, honestly. But I have these funds of emergency funds, and if the YouTube channel doesn't, I guess, make enough to pay for my mortgage, then I'm gonna have to start looking for a software engineering job. But I'm just happy to have an opportunity where I can do this. So for these next 3 or 4 months, I'll be uploading every single week like I used to. I'll be investing more time and more effort into you guys. I'll be putting more time into my Discord that I wasn't really checking that much before. I'm putting more time into YouTube memberships and my Patreon, but mostly I'll be putting time into my YouTube account. There's a lot of other stuff that I could be worrying about, and that's the business aspect of YouTube. But ultimately, this is what's most important. If I could just maintain a good relationship with all of you guys, that should be testament enough to see my YouTube channel growing. So yeah, that's the story, guys. I feel like I've kind of kept things at a distance for a while. Turns out growing up is really difficult. Growing up is hard. I know a lot of my audience are probably younger than me. Speaking to those people who are maybe my age, or maybe are, I don't know, new homeowners or new dog owners, maybe they have kids, I don't know. It's these adult responsibilities that they just wear you down over time. And as you grow up, you just kind of learn to deal with it. That's what a lot of these couple years have been. They've been me trying to work through this job that I'm not really a big fan of, with management that I don't really agree with, and also dealing with the stressors of home ownership and having a dog and moving to a new state from California to Colorado. There's a lot of things that have been stressing us out. And we've been like going to therapy about all the stuff that we have to deal with, about growing up and being adults, I don't know. I do want to say that between me and Tirox, like, we are fine. I don't want you to worry. Tirox kind of stepped back from social media a little bit. He didn't want to support X anymore, and rightfully so. I don't want to support X anymore either. But yeah, between me and him, we are doing fine, so I don't want you to worry. He's just not as active in social media as he once was, but I will be pulling him into videos every once in a while because he still enjoys interacting and being a cute tiger fox on camera. It's just not as much as he used to. So I wanted to say that yes, I am back. No, this is not clickbait. It's a leap of faith. I know that becoming a full-time YouTuber is stressful. There's a lot that you have to worry about, but I'm just gonna start off slow. I opened up YouTube memberships, so if you guys want to join that, you can like support me monthly. But yeah, that's the story. That's what went down the last couple of years. I hope that didn't get too deep. I haven't done a personal video like this in a while, so I forget the formatting. I remember there is no format. But yeah, if you're happy to see me back, please let me know. I thrive off of your guys' support, and I honestly would love to keep doing this full time. Any support that you guys give can help me pay for my editor, it can help me pay for new thumbnail art, and that money will eventually be reinvested back into the channel to give you the most entertaining and high quality content. I have my eyes set on more gear that I want to improve the quality of my streams, but I can't reach those goals until I get some sort of money streaming in. But anyways, I've been talking for long enough. I hope that story meant something. I hope it sparked something in you to maybe also pursue your passions over working for the big man. Not an easy decision to make, but I'm excited to get back into YouTube. My mental health has gone up considerably. I'm live streaming and I'm like not feeling any pressure to. I'm just kind of jumping on and doing it, and people are really happy to see me. And everything is just, it's back to happening organically, which it felt so nice when it was doing that the first time with my YouTube channel. Now you can look at my view counts and see that, you know, they're not going up, but I think that we're on a good roll here. I think that we're following all the right paths. And I think as long as I'm not focusing on that kind of stuff, like always looking at my view count and seeing that, oh, this video is not performing as well, whatever. And I focus more on how can I establish a good relationship with you guys, then I think that's honestly the best for my YouTube channel, because I thrive off of being personal with you guys and also just being funny and being cute. But yeah, anyways, I'm back to droning. I'm glad you've gotten this far, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video. Feel free to tune in. A good way to tune into my stuff is to hit the subscribe button. So yeah, that was pretty much all I wanted to say. But I hope you guys have a great rest of your week, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.